We began the trip by taking a taxi from the airport in Naples to our accommodation in Amalfi. The ride was supposed to be about 50 minutes, but with how windy the roads were, it ended up taking about an hour and a half. The views of Mount Vesuvius were so gorgeous throughout the entire ride, and the mountains were amazing since I'm not really used to seeing mountains that often. When we drove up the mountains, you could see Naples from the top, and looking over Mount Vesuvius was so gorgeous. I ended up taking so many photos because the view was just absolutely insane. I am in Italy. It's so hot. Wow. I have these like lounge beds. I just broke one and I totally fell on my butt and it scared me so bad. I pretty much spent most of my mornings just sitting outside on the balcony, kind of enjoying the view, because the water was like so pretty. There were also loads of stray cats around the entire place, but I kind of wanted to take them home, but we couldn't, unfortunately, for obvious reasons. The town itself was super pretty. Most of the shops were restaurants or tourist things, but it was pretty fun to look around. There were some nice clothes shops too. I spent most of my time in town trying the food and looking at all of the nice scenery, although it was pretty expensive. I've come back to this balcony because there's less people here. Basically, me and my boyfriend fell asleep because it was 35 degrees. And I couldn't take it. It was too hot and we had to walk up 300 steps but now it's like 6 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to go out. Like we can explore the town some more now that it's cooler. I think it's about 25 degrees now. Still really hot for me. Better than 35, so. So we ended up going into town again much later as it was way less hot. It was really cool to explore all the little alleyways in the town. There were so many of them. The shops stayed open late too, so we had some time to do some browsing and buying some like touristy things. And this cow was so cute. It was sticking its tongue out and I wanted to take it home so bad, but we could not. Loads of people were drinking from this fountain, which was a little bit strange to me. When the sun set, my boyfriend and I went strolling on some of the beaches. Unfortunately though, a lot of the beaches you had to pay to swim at, so we had to find the ones which were free, but they were still pretty nice. At night, we also went walking down the pier as the boats in the town looked so nice when the lights were on. They had loads of string lights and they wrapped the trees in them and it looked so pretty at night. Okay, I am back in the hotel. This is my haul. I only got 2 things. Some of this because Hayden wants to make some cheese. No, he wants to make some pasta. He wants to make cacio e pepe. Don't know what that means. It's so cute. I'm gonna put it on my phone. Yay. The second thing I bought was kind of expensive. Kind of not a huge fan of like the cherry stuff, but I really like the like dog ball chain thing, and it's a bracelet, so, and it said it was stainless steel, so I'm really hoping it doesn't like rust because I don't like to take my jewelry off, and I really hope it doesn't break. I mean, it doesn't feel like amazingly made, but it's okay. It's pretty cute actually. Okay, that's everything I bought. I didn't buy very much. Anyway, so that was like day 3. I didn't really film on the first and the second day because I didn't decide that I wanted this to be a vlog, but now I'm gonna go to bed, so yeah. We're going to Positano today. Positano is one of the villages along the Amalfi Coast. You can travel there by bus, but we decided to go by ferry. Views were really pretty, but I was pretty seasick, so it wasn't great. The bus is also way cheaper than the ferry. Positano itself was super pretty. The weather on this day was pretty rainy, which I enjoyed because it made the temperature way lower. The town was full of really quaint little shops and houses. They were all built into the mountain overlooking the sea. It was amazing. Unfortunately though, it began to thunder and rain, so we had to take shelter inside of a little cafe. To be honest, I didn't really want to spend any more money because this trip had been quite expensive. But even though it was raining, it was still pretty hot, so I ordered an iced coffee for myself. We waited just long enough until the storm had passed. We headed up this steep road in order to get some nice views of the town. I really liked how the houses were painted loads of different colours. Especially since the mountains were so misty, it kind of made them stand out even more. The town was so pretty, but it involved a lot of walking up steep hills, so we were pretty tired a lot of the time. We continued exploring more of the town later on. It was nice to look at some different shops and buildings. I enjoyed watching this old woman feed these pigeons. So we eventually settled on a little cafe to eat in, and we ended up trying some cheesecake. I tried this cherry cheesecake, it was super tasty, as well as the margarita pizza. So after exploring more of the town, we returned to check when our next ferry to Amalfi would be, but it wasn't displayed anywhere, so I was really confused. I don't know when is the next boat or stop. It ended up being a 2-hour wait until we were able to go in the ferry, but the time went pretty fast. This time I decided to sit on top of the boat because I was feeling pretty sick last time I was on the ferry. And although it was pretty chaotic, I would say the ferry was worth it, just because I think the views from the bus would not have been as nice. The ferry took about 50 minutes, so it was really nice to just sit and listen to music and enjoy the view.